Hey y'all out there in YouTube world. Today I'm going to be talking about the Milwaukee LED light, and it's a 236120. It's tool only LED lantern, and once I extricate it from its impregnable package, we will be looking at it closer up. Well, the package was so tough it actually broke my Fisker scissors, so this light just got a little more expensive. Probably not the first video you've seen on the Milwaukee LED spotlight. Just like everybody else, this thing is beefy. It's really heavy. The ends are made out of a super hard plastic. This is your light front right here, and of course you got the buttons across the front and the space where the battery goes in. It comes with a place to hook it on the back, and then there's, where is it? Here's a hole right here where you can put a piece of tubing up inside, and then it would stop right here so you could mount it on something and spin it that way. The thing I like about this light is it's low profile, and you can adjust the angle in a variety of easy to compare it to is the Ryobi 18 volt spot, and the difference is this guy right here is obviously quite a bit taller, and it has some limitations as to which way you can angle it. Well, actually it goes all the way around. I had a little, okay, there's no limitations, but what this does is just either on or off, and this one has a high and a low setting. Now this guy right here, the Ryobi, is the hybrid model, so you can hook 110 power up to it, or you can plug the battery into this socket. This is battery only, so I think advantage Ryobi right here. What I'm going to do is wait for it to get a little darker out, and then I'm going to fire these guys up and compare them side by side. Okay, my first side-by-side test is going to be in my obviously messy garage. There's a little bit of ambient light coming in from behind us, but it's actually darker in here than the camera is making it seem lighter than it really is. So here's the Ryobi. Now it only has one brightness setting, but you can see it illuminates the whole width of the garage, and they're sitting right side by side each other here. I'll show that in a second. And now the Milwaukee, that's on the bright setting, and that's a dim setting, and the bright setting. I have to say, the Milwaukee advertises it has a true light spectrum that most accurately reflects sunlight, and I think you can easily tell that it's a much warmer glow than you get with the Ryobi, which I'll turn on here. See, whoops, hang on. So that's the Ryobi. That's the Milwaukee. That is a much nicer light. 4 o'clock in the morning. Perfect conditions for testing the Milwaukee 18 volt light and the Ryobi 18 volt light in my world famous test lighting studio. That's the Milwaukee. That's the high setting. There's the low setting. High, low. And of course the Ryobi has just a single setting. Milwaukee, Ryobi, and both. So it really lights up this would be just Milwaukee. So it lights up a pretty wide area, and even the low setting is fairly bright. There's low. High. Alright, kind of some final notes on this guy right here. I ran it at high power, and I got 5.5 hours of runtime out of it on one practically brand new 4 amp hour battery. On the low setting it ran for 8 hours 36 minutes, which is really long. The Ryobi, which has just a one setting, this time I only got about 3.5 hours out of it, but I recall getting closer to 4 on another test that I did on the video I did when I was evaluating that by itself. This is a real beefy unit. It's built really ruggedly, and it's definitely a lot more rugged than the Ryobi. One thing that it doesn't do that would be nice, it's just battery only. It's not a hybrid like the Ryobi, so that's a huge plus for that lantern, is that you can plug it in if you want to. You get good runtime out of this. Maybe you don't need to plug it in, but it would be a nice option. And I don't really know what it would take to add that feature in. It stays nice and cool when you run it. I really like the low profileness. At first I wasn't sure about it, but I like the fact you can put this like under things and you can change the angle and it's not going to roll over on you. And it's got such a wide light pattern that it doesn't have to be perfectly aimed at something to get full light on it. So all in all, I really like this unit, and I'm looking forward to using it more and more. Hope this helped you guys. Thanks.